Did you know that there are more crashes from distracted driving in Mecklenburg County than anywhere else in the state? And it's killing people.
North Carolina's distracted driving law hasn't changed in nearly 10 years, but of course, technology has. Channel 9's Liz Foster investigated the loopholes in the law and the new push to get rid of them.
But they did have to cut the door to be able to get to him.
10 years later, it's still not easy for Tammy Garlock to look at these pictures of the devastating crash that took the life of her 17-year-old son, Brian.
That empty space, that empty place in my heart is always there.
On June 12, 2008, Brian was driving when he used this phone to try to call his girlfriend. He pulled into traffic to turn and was T-boned on both sides.
We miss Brian every single day. His friends are getting married, starting families. We won't get that.
A year after Brian died, North Carolina lawmakers passed a bill to curb distracted driving, but the law only bans texting and emailing. Drivers can still use their phones for anything else. Troopers admit the law is outdated, and the way it's written, it's hard to enforce.
I can't physically seize that phone on the spot. I'd have to have a warrant.
There's also a big loophole in the current law. It doesn't include the use of apps. Obviously, I'm not driving right now, but I could be, and be on Facebook or any other app, even admit it to an officer, and technically not be violating the distracted driving law. An officer could still cite me for reckless driving, but whether that would hold up in court would be up to a judge.
State Senator Jeff Tart from Mecklenburg County has been trying for years to update the state's distracted driving law to hands-free. He even named the bill after Brian Garlock and has introduced it in Raleigh multiple times, including just last year when it didn't even make it out of committee for House and Senate lawmakers to hear.
And I'm a big believer in individual rights, and you should be able, privacy rights and so forth, should trump everything up to the point you put other people in danger.
Just 2 weeks ago, Georgia became the 16th state to ban drivers from holding a phone and allow only hands-free devices. In North Carolina, 1 in every 5 crashes is because of distracted driving, according to state data. But experts believe the real number may be higher because drivers may not admit to being distracted. Tart plans to introduce a hands-free bill again next year. And because so much new research on distracted driving is now available, he's confident it will pass this time.
What do you fear may happen if this law doesn't pass?
Well, there's nothing to fear. It's absolute. We will lose lives. People will die needlessly.
Tammy Garlock agrees and has been working with lawmakers to turn her pain into purpose. There's one purpose that keeps her from getting discouraged.
Saving lives, preventing another family from experiencing a similar tragedy. Our lives didn't have to be this way.
Right now in North Carolina, it is illegal for all drivers under the age of 18 to hold a phone at any time. Some insurance agents say if all drivers have to go hands-free and the number of crashes goes down, it could lead to cheaper car insurance premiums across the state. Paul?
Hey Liz, where does South Carolina stand in all of this?
South Carolina lawmakers have pushed for a hands-free law as well, but the bill has not even made it for a vote. Live in North Charlotte, Liz Foster, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.